I wanted to give my thoughts on the song meaning, which I'm sure you may be wondering about. I feel like with pop music and with music especially, the meaning of a song is very important. You know, it's very interesting, it's very intriguing, and people like to understand fully what a song is trying to say. However, I may be a bit frustrating when it comes to song meanings because I am very artsy, I would say. I believe that a song's meaning should be inferred by the listener. I believe that a song's meaning should be not interfered with by the writer. You know, I don't want to be the type to release a song and then release a multi-paragraph explanation about what the song means. I feel like the song itself should speak for itself. However, I'm not opposed to, you know, adding, like, giving light to a song after I feel like its performance is over. But I think a song's performance lasts longer than its initial release. So for Medusa's Masquerade, I don't think its performance is quite over. So I don't want to exactly state what the song is about. I want you to infer it. I want you to listen to the lyrics and kind of come up with whatever you may have, whatever theory you may have. And that is the goal with most of my music. But yeah. So whatever you think it's about is at the moment what it is about. If that makes sense. I know that's a bit frustrating, but that's my thought process with music and with lyrics and with stuff like that. I very much believe in that. Not still making us use media literacy a little bit. However, I also accept, you know, that this comes with not properly, like, what is it? I don't think there is a proper way to interpret a song, and that's why I don't want to state what a song is explicitly about, because I like that. I like how the art of music, the wonder of music as a creative medium is that the meaning of a song with the tones of a song the lyrics and the tones of a song can create a completely different meaning for every listener. So, and I feel like each of those meanings are valid and wonderful. And that is why I don't want to explicitly state this is the proper way to interpret this song. Because it isn't. I could say this song is about, like, drinking wine. And you could be like, oh, I thought it was about a martini, you know? And it's like, both of those are valid, you know? I don't want to limit it. At least not while I believe it is still performing, while it's still in its performance. You know what I mean? So, very long-winded way of saying that I'm not going to explicitly tell you the meaning. But I think that's the fun of it, right? And I think if you appreciate that fun of it, you're going to like how I handle my music. Because how I like to listen to music too. Growing up, there was so many times when I would listen to a song and I'd have a meaning in mind. I would be like, wow, this means so much to me. And then I look up the meaning that the author, you know, wants people to interpret it with. And I'd be like, that doesn't quite align with what I had in mind. And it almost ruins the magic sometimes when it's so different or not exactly how I imagined it. So I feel like that kind of listening environment is what I like to create with my music. So that is a very long-winded way of saying it means whatever you want it to mean. You know?